Hi. I'm very happy to see you guys again. This time it will be a Taiwan ghost movie. The Bridge Curse. Talk about a place where horror stories often happen. Let's see what happens. Dong Ho University ranks first among the most popular universities. 0.62 years since the establishment of the school, horror phenomena happened consecutively. The scariest incident is the Demon Girls Bridge. Heard that a schoolgirl was tricked by her boyfriend. She waited until 12 o'clock at night and jumped off the bridge to commit suicide. From then on, every 12 o'clock the witch under the bridge will appear. The heroine Tu Mai is introducing the Demon Girl Bridge. This day 4 years ago, here began testing of the Demon Female Bridge. As a result of the test, the 5 students who participated were all dead. The Demon Bridge Challenge has become a hot search. The principal had to spend a lot of money when this incident happened. Tu Mai also said, going to the Devil Girl at 12 o'clock at night, not to turn around, because the ghost will be right behind. There are many questions raised. Who spread this rumor out, devil or something? Who would hurt the image of school by themselves? Tu Mai and the cameraman then left. The cameraman asked her that, you are an editor, why do you have to do all this? The media people won't do those things. But she didn't want to mention it. Investigating the Demon Girl's strange cases is the top priority. At this time a group of young people, they are trying to challenge their courage on the live stream. They will choose the challenge, but there is one thing. They all don't know if someone chose to go to the Demon Girl Bridge. But the group still came. Among them was a young girl Tam Kiyu, and everyone went up. They pulled Atone's hand. I was wrong to call you. I give you another chance to pursue me. Atone didn't want to say any more. After he left, Tam Kiyu thought that not loving her would mean death. That night, before doing the challenge they checked everything. Tam Kiyu discovered a piece of amulet on the bridge. After taking it down, heaven and earth time changed color. Only they can't see it because it's too dark. Van Du was forced up first, then blindfolded by a red scarf. Others will connect a red cord with a bell attached. By 12 o'clock, just shake the bell. It was an order for him to step up to the Demon Girl Bridge, but not counting the number of stairs, not turning heads. If nothing happens, everyone can go back to dorm room 414. As a result, Van Du walked away, hearing the bell ringing, but he counted the steps. The group of people hurriedly stopped him from counting, and asked him to stop. At that moment, after Van Du stepped up, saying a sentence, as expected, is more than a step. Following that there was a sound behind them. As soon as they turned to look, Van Du was nowhere to be seen. The group of people chasing, suddenly appeared a large doll falling from above. The girls were all frightened. This is the result of Atone's team. But then, the chair on the bridge moved again. They looked at each other in fear, rushed away. And then Van Du also emerged from the bushes. What just happened? It's all jokes of him and Atone. However, he received a message from Atone that, the chair's trick was very okay. Chair. He started to panic. While wanting to turn, it is impossible. Suddenly the lights on the trees went out. He turned on the phone light in panic, but at this moment it rings again. His hand was shaking, trying to answer the phone, but accidentally dropped the phone downstairs. During this time, Van Du did not know what to do. So he took a step back. Until the last step, there is still no phone. At this point, he had a clever idea by calling his Siri and turning on the light. When he got his phone, he turned his head. Now a small hand reached out on his shoulder. Atone sighed and the others fled to room 414. Looks like he and Tam Nu are in love with each other. But they are not public. It was for letting ex-girlfriend Tam Kiyu slowly forget about him. However, when the two of them were talking enthusiastically, Tam Kiyu was seen from behind. Since then bizarre things started to happen. First was Tung K. He went to the toilet. Suddenly there was a knock outside. He said someone was. But the knocking on the door continued. Tung K could not bear it, bent over the gaps to look out. Nobody. When he held out his phone to prepare to take a photo, as a result, his hand was caught by something. After pulling his hand back, he noticed that his hand was smeared with feces. Tung K angrily went out, looking at the bucket of water being dropped. Maybe the guy doing this has escaped into the bathroom. But when he ran to the bathroom, then found out that all taps are open, and the water cannot drain. That was the bucket again. Tung K was grabbed his head in the bucket. And so on until he could no longer move. Atone and his girlfriend discovered that Van Du had not yet returned. Immediately go to the demon goddess to find people. As a result, only his phone was found and Van Du was missing. It is only possible to go to the school supervision room for inspection. Tam Kiyu and roommate go to the bathroom. But now there is a very loud noise, like a cannon. Can you control yourself without fear now? But after Tam Kiyu went out, roommates outside were stealing from her. Also said she herself did not go to the toilet. So what was the sound earlier? Her friend went inside to check a bit. But Tam Kiyu realized something was strange. Immediately turned around and left. At this time, her roommate saw that her hand was mysteriously dirty. It was not clean anyway. She heard a sound. Thinking that Tam Kyu came back, resulting in ghost. She rushed away, the ghost immediately chased. Going back to that young couple. When they are in security check, Atone said the terrible truth about the Demon Girl Bridge. Said that the girl was going to run away with her boyfriend. As a result, she waited until 12 p.m. her boyfriend still hadn't arrived. Now she ran up the stairs of the Demon Girl's bridge and met 5 men. They raped the girl and pushed her into the lake. Since then the girl got angry and returned to claim her life. Tamnu asked Atone, "If you kick me like that I won't wait for you, stupid girl, having a girlfriend like that. How can you not fall in love?" The two then started to play with each other. At this moment, Tamnu discovered. A head appeared on the screen. She kept tilting her head to the right. And she could see. Until the distance was getting closer but leaning to the left does not see anything. Until a large face appears on the screen. This terrifying face startled her with panic, but Atone couldn't see anything. He assumed that his girlfriend saw Van Du. So the two went to find Van Du on the 4th floor. Entering the elevator. Obviously going to the 4th floor. But as a result, the elevator stopped on the 1st floor. The two of them closed the door and kept up. But the elevator went to the 2nd floor. Tamnu turned her head, then found that in the elevator there was a sister. The light was turned off and she pulled Atone to run out. But he is still confused as to what happened. The luckiest person right now is Tam Kyu. She returned to the dorm. Met with terror from the devil, with strange hands touching her legs. The door was slammed. And immediately a ghost on the ceiling was about to attack her. When her roommate ran over, she opened the door to save Tam Kyu and ran away together. The two dared not enter the elevator so they jogged downstairs. But running forever is still on the 2nd and 3rd floors. They don't know what's going on. Just beat the door and rushed out, but it was the rooftop. Tam Kyu discovered a possible escape route. Then at that moment, the sound was heard, not her roommate. It's a ghost. It pushed Tam Kyu downstairs. Her roommate, desperate and very quickly, was dragged into the water tank by the ghost. With Atone and Tamnu, they are being chased by ghosts. Suddenly seeing Tam Kyu, she took them with her. But the direction of travel is the Demon Girl Bridge. This is no escape route. Atone pulled Tamnu wanting to leave. At that moment, Tamnu was pulled away from Atone by some mysterious power. On the other hand, Tam Kyu is still not dead. Want to contact someone else, but the phone fell down. At that moment she saw in front of it was the Devil Girl's bridge. Behind the back there is a cry, roommate. She blamed Tam Kyu for not saving her. Tam Kyu was threatened to turn and run, but running halfway, she fell. Used all her strength to crawl up the stairs. Was then captured by the ghost and dragged down. At this time, Tu Mai always investigates the case. She is always investigating about the mystery case. Then she found out, from the surveillance camera that year is visible. There were 6 people before. So why are there only 5 people in the news? And why is Tam Kyu alone in the group photo and where are the others? Before thinking that many pictures on the wall suddenly fell. Are the ghosts warning Tu Mai? She found that the photo had been dropped. As a picture taken 8 years ago. Atone and their group are in this photo. All things that happened before. It was all about 8 years ago. At that time, Tam Kyu took a test of courage once and then escaped death. Then why is she playing the game again 4 years later? After all, what does she want? Why is it possible to do such things? Tu Mai checks the data, discovers every 4 years to February 28. On the female demon bridge there will be 5 dead. There is an article on the internet that she hurriedly found related information. It is said that 8 years ago on the bridge of the Demon Girl there was a test of courage. Tam Kyu is one of those members. While on the bridge she held a charm. The ghosts followed her because they needed a host. After 4 years the same place at the same time. Find another group to die. At that time, she successfully held a test of courage. Then how to harm her friends. Time goes back to 8 years. Tam Kyu was controlled by demons and arrested Tamnu. Then wait for Atone to come. Let him witness his girlfriend being killed. He turned and ran, but was still chased by Tam Kyu to the same street. She just said a simple sentence. Why do I love you so that you don't love me? She said that today she and Atone could be one. And he took a brick and approached Tam Kyu. So she died. Finally, Tu Mai's investigation has finally come to an end. She also found the 6th person 4 years ago. The reason that person is not in the picture is because he is the one who took the photo. It turned out that it was Tu Mai's own cameraman. After Tam Kyu gathered the group of children 4 years ago, has successfully escaped, and the cameraman of Tu Mai is one of them, becoming the new residents of ghosts. And this year he continues to find 5 more lives to replace him, but not knowing who to find, he can only arrest Tu Mai as the first. The cameraman hasn't been with her for quite a while. Why not kill her early? The movie here ends. If the devil is rooted in anger, how can we believe this world is beautiful? Furthermore, this spooky story, completely grounded. But there are still many spreading taboos. Want to believe does not know where to believe. Those ghost stories always make people think about life and death. But fortunately this is just a movie. Let's take it all just fiction. Bye bye.